Hi everybody, big Parsha questions for Parshat Naso. The big Parsha question for this week is, does extremism and extreme positions have a role in religious faith, have a place to play in our Judaism? The case study for this week's big Parsha question is the case study or the story of the Nazir, the one who takes a vow never to drink again, never to indulge in alcohol or spirit again. And the Ramban, one of our big medieval commentators, says the Nazir represents a perfect and ideal religious state, one who rejects the indulgences of the world in favor of spiritual journey, in favor of God, in favor of the learning of the tradition of Talmud Torah. And the Rambam, in opposition to him, also from medieval Spain, says absolutely not. The Nazir should be considered a case study in what not to do, in how not to live religious life, that extremism is bad, and that the important stance of religious life is one of moderation, of finding a balance between indulging in the good things of life and also finding spiritual journey and strong and enduring relationship with Judaism and Jewish life. I guess the pushback in relation to the Rambam, the advocator for moderation, is that sometimes our more extreme positions in life can actually be very important and significant. I know for myself, when I think about escape or I think about journey, for me, I think about living in other places, about how having been bereaved and found grief at a young age, leaving the UK was a really important part of my own life, a really important part of my own journey. Traveling 5,000 miles and living in another country permitted for me to make some of the first shifts in my own life, to overcome that grief and to be a different Oliver, to journey forward from that place. The problem of extreme positions, of course, is a problem that we know well in our own communities and beyond, that sometimes extreme stances can also lead to addiction, to that addictive behavior, chasing the high of drugs, which can be exceptionally harmful, and chasing the high of constantly being on the road or constantly being moving from place to place can also induce, in some of us, not all of us, addictive behavior. So the call for moderation is also an acknowledgement of an aspect of the human spirit, that sometimes extreme behaviors can also become addictive. The call for me for this week's Parsha is moderation, that we need to enjoy life and enjoy all of the good things, whether it be sex or alcohol or good food or all or any of the above. But finding the balance is a crucial part. The other part of the conversation is also having honest and good conversation about addictive behaviors and addiction, whether it be gambling, whether it be sex or pornography or alcohol or drugs. It's important to acknowledge that those addictive behaviors exist, both within us and within our broader communities, and to have good and honest conversations about some of those parts of ourselves and our community in this week's Parsha. Wishing everybody well. Shabbat Shalom. Please share and like this video, and also check some of my written reflective pieces on my new website, oliverspikejoseph.com. Wishing you well. Shabbat Shalom.